Short stream. Uh, Jamie Lynn Horth beats up Vanessa Demopoulos. Now, the reason I'm doing a post-fight review of this fight is because of Jamie Lynn Horth's offense. That deserves to be talked about because Vanessa Demopoulos was there to be stopped. I feel like Vanessa Demopoulos or Jamie Lynn Horth should have tried to finish Vanessa Demopoulos more often than she did. I think she tried to stop the fight. She tried to stop Vanessa Demopoulos like twice, once or twice. Don't know what type of advice she was getting from her corner, but they should have urged her to try to finish Demopoulos far more often than they did. She should have just constantly, even starting in round one, Demopoulos had nothing to offer. She was there to be a heavy bag. That's it. She was there to just get beaten up on because she had no defense. She really had no offense, and she wasn't strong enough to muscle or bully Jamey around. It was a case of Jamey's offense being inefficient. Scratch that. Horrible. I was getting frustrated at Jamie Lynn Horth, standing there looking at Vanessa Demopoulos. And I mean, she don't got the best offense, okay? But Lord, throw more of it out. I know her punches are not the best. Her kicks are not the best. And her power is not the best. I'm talking about Jamie Lynn Horth. Fine. But you see how easy it is to hit Vanessa. So throw more of whatever you got, throw more of it out. That's what I'm talking about. It's not a case with me as far as power and uh, how good your form is or how bad your form is. When you get an opponent who's looking as bad as Vanessa Demopoulos, the thing to do is crank it up on them. Crank it up on them. And when you're not trying to stop them, all you're doing is catching your breath and setting them up for you to try to stop them again. So, poor offense stood out. This fight, what stood out most to me is Jamie Lynn Horst's poor offense. I was not surprised that Vanessa became a heavy bag once again. She always does. But there are fighters with much better offense than Jamie Lynn Horth. And there are fighters with poorer offense than Jamie Lynn Horth. Vanessa couldn't even deal with Jamie Lynn Horth's offense. And it was, I think, mainly because of her size. She would have been able to close the distance. I mean, the size difference was kind of ridiculous. And I don't know how tall is Jamie Lynn Horth. She seems like she's weight bullying at this division and should be at 135. Is that flyweight? So yeah, Jamie is kind of weight bullying a little bit here, but man, even at 125, if you ask me, there are much better strikers, much better strikers. And for Jamie to primarily rely on her striking, I don't see her as a potential top 10 fighter. I'm gonna go on record and I'm gonna confidently say that. I'm gonna say that with confidence. So if she does crack the top 10, I will be surprised and I have to come back on here and point out that I got a prediction wrong. But I'm going to make that prediction right now. I think her offense is too inefficient. It is not, yeah, I know there are not that many killers and very few, count them on one hand, as far as the women are concerned. But I think as far as offense, Jamie Lynn Horth, I'd give her a C plus. for her offense, for her stand up. I give her a C plus, and the plus is only given because of her additional size. And really, she might be C minus level. She's just too reluctant. She's too hesitant. Where's the tenacity? When you see you got such an advantage on your opponent, when you see that your opponent is a heavy bag essentially, where's the urgency? You don't need the best form, you don't need all that, but I at least want to see you cranking it up when you see your opponent has nothing for you. Vanessa Demopoulos was looking silly out here. It was an embarrassing loss, embarrassing beating for Vanessa Demopoulos, and this started in the very first round. But it ended with a unanimous decision, and Vanessa Demopoulos might be on the cutting block. We'll see what happens with her, and I'll be back after the main event.